Hey everybody, this is Rob Gauthier, the ET Whisperer. How you guys doing out there? I just wanted to jump on real quick to let you guys know that our Channeling Masterclass workshop, our 2-day workshop we did a couple weekends ago, is finally done getting edited, and we've got the video and audio up for sale. I'll drop the links below. Also wanted to let you guys know that this clip came directly out of the class with a very, very special introduction at the end for the best guest speaker that we had all day. They were only on for a minute or so, but what they shared was amazing. I think you guys will find it highly amazing and highly wonderful. That's at the very end of the clip. We wanted to let you guys know that it's available out there. We've got 11 hours and 2 days worth of workshop on video, and we've got nearly a 10-hour audio. We did cut the breaks out for the audio, not the video yet, but we will be releasing the video files with the edited breaks out at a later time. But if you purchase it before we take the breaks out, you'll still be able to have access with it. After we cut the breaks, you'll just have to re-download. But anyway, we've got the links up for that, guys. You can go to our website and find it. In the next day or two, we haven't set it up, but the external site where all of our digital audio and video downloads are for the channel panel and the ET Whisperer are linked to that page. So all you'll have to do is click that link and then go to where it says Rob Gauthier, the ET Whisperer, and it will show you all the old ones too. Enjoy this little clip, guys, about one of the most important things when it comes to learning to channel yourself. One of the greatest things that people don't really talk about when it comes to channeling, and something that I specifically made important enough to share in this clip, as well as it happened to time up with special guests. But you know, that's here nor there. You'll see what I'm talking about, guys. It's a wonderful clip. I will be releasing more snippets of the workshop in the next couple of weeks. That's what's taking me so long to get. I was supposed to channel twice this weekend, and both times we had issues with the kids, and our 2-year-old baby, little Lilith, the burglar, broke my toe today by dropping a 3-pound toy from 6'2" in the air while I was holding her up by my head. Dropped the toy, smashed my toe, broke it. Clean break though, no pain, not wobbling, no weight bearing issues. But it just shows you to what type of weekend we had. We really wanted to get another video out to you guys to do live stream this weekend, but we couldn't. We're still trying, guys. Don't give up hope. We're redoing all of our personal sessions. All that stuff's getting taken care of now. But eventually we will have it back on, and something we're going to be doing is changing the way we operate completely. The group class worked really well, and we're going to be doing that once a month for channeling classes for people who want to learn to channel. We're going to have group classes once a month. We're going to have 2 group channelings per week, where everyone can put in some money, and that way you don't have to pay a large price for a one-on-one, and you'll still get some time for you. I'm going to do 2-hour group channelings, and we'll split them up. We'll see how it goes. Probably 5 people at first, so each person can have a good 20-30 minutes to themselves, and if that works, we'll do it well. If not, we'll do something else. But we're redoing everything, guys. We're changing everything around, trying to make more videos, make more information accessible, trying to make Patreon a better, more lucrative place for you guys to go to, trying to put more free videos out, and we're just trying to get this thing moving. We have so much to share. As you guys know, we're back in full time, and we're doing this up, guys. Alright, everybody. Anyway, I've talked too long. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support, your love, and I'll see you on the other side. So this is it, guys. the cracking open is important, but also being ourselves. And this is something that we really have to look at. The reason I can channel, the trance helps for my personality, gets me out of the way, because my own mind is highly inquisitive. When something doesn't sound right, I'm like, whoa, stop. And imagine if I were doing that with Treb and Aridif and Metatron. Literally, I don't think I'd be able to channel anything outside of you create your own reality. Things can be good if you make it, have a positive attitude, and that's about it. And maybe I don't give myself enough credit because I have learned to let go more. But the number one thing is that when it comes down to it, I try to manage my expectations and I try to manage my judgments as a human being. And one thing that's an important part of learning to channel is trying to find first the realist version of yourself that helps you line up with the higher self. Also, managing the way that you see things. If you see things black and white, this is the truth, this is not the truth. My side believes this, your side believes that, my side's right. If you don't have any room for other perspectives, other energies, other people's way of thinking or expressing themselves, it's going to be harder for you to channel, especially if you're a conscious channeler. I'm an opinionated person. A lot of people say that doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like, you're getting involved with all the personal perspective things, but that's because I work hard every day, every moment of every day, especially on social media and especially where people's opinions are flying left and right, to actually try to see the validity of things that people say and the reason why people believe and think the way they do. I've spent an inordinate amount of time in the last year to year and a half, especially, sharing my own perspectives on allowance, sharing my own perspectives on acceptance, tolerance, love, unconditional love, and all the things that help people open up to other perspectives. Think of the thing that you're most passionate about in life besides channeling or spirituality. Some people have politics, some people, just think about the hot topic buttons of today, the issues around the world. Instantly, you say that word, the V word. And I don't want to say on YouTube because I don't want them to mess with the video or anything. But you say that word and instantly your mind can go one of two ways. And for most people, it goes one way and it can't go any other way. It just goes right to that answer that feels right for you. And it's stuck there. So anyone who went the other way, they're not even in your world right now. They're not even in your perspective right now. I shared a post, trying to get people to share with each other on Facebook. And what I got back was a lot of great support. But one person commented and said, Aridif had shared about the splitting of two worlds. I can't remember if it was 2015, 2014. Bashar with Darrenlanka had done a transmission talking about the splitting of two Earths. And everyone was talking about it. Everyone was asking Aridif and Treb. And Treb had already shared a lot of information before that about 2012 and, ascension and the perspectives on Earth having two different vibrational pathways that it'll go. But that moment, people were very excited. And I can't remember if it was Treb or Aridif, but I think it was Aridif. He basically said, there are infinite amounts of probabilities. And that infinite amount of probabilities, there are two main branches of infinite probabilities. One of them is the type 1 Earth. And the type 1 being are the beings who are selfless, who don't see themselves as separate or disconnected from anything. They use the energy above them to come in and to communicate and to share. Like they inspire from the higher realms and then redistribute that inspiration down to the lower realms. They don't take free will of other beings. So type 1, pretty obvious, like a Aridif Treb type of being. And then there's the type 2. And the type 2 is a little confusing because it's a spectrum. Part of it is very benevolent, very loving, almost exactly like a type 1, except for they might deviate slightly. These are the beings who would say, we're going to monitor Earth because we need to take care of you. We need to watch over you, make sure nothing bad happens. A lot of races who messed with DNA of humans back in the early growth of humans, that was some scary stuff. And some of the races had changed their vibration completely. Back then they were careless, they didn't care, and now they're more loving and understood how they affected us. So they'll sit outside of Earth and monitor and watch us and protect us. And in some way, they're a type 2 being too, not because they're not loving or not because they don't inspire from higher and distribute lower or care for the free will most of the time, but that 1 out of 1,000 times they'll say, oh, there's a negative race coming around, we're going to try to scoot them out of here, or try to make sure when humans are acting dumb with nuclear weapons, disarming them. We've seen a million UFO footages that's shown us deactivation of nuclear test. Stuff like that, those are type 2 beings. And even if they're loving and benevolent, they're still type 2, all the way down to the most malevolent, nasty, disconnected beings. And our universe is polarity at its best. So there is negative and positive feeling beings, even though a malevolent being would look at themselves and say, hey, I'm the good guy, you're the bad guy, The reason I bring that up is because the splitting of 2 Earths, the type 1 energy is what we have to strive to as humans, in my opinion, to get the best type of channeling. I try that. I fall short all the time. I fail miserably. I'm an opinionated jerk sometimes. And like I said, I know that's hard for some of you guys to believe. I judge people, even though I fight in my own head to try not to. But I try. And that's the ticket. That's the winner. That's the one that gets us to the place where we need to be in channeling. In my perspective, the channelers who I listen to, who are really good at channeling and who don't have a lot of filters or who have clear connections, are usually the ones who try to be the most benevolent and the least interfering with other humans. And that comes out in their channeling. So if we can strive to be first ourselves, and if ourselves includes a grumpy person who yells and screams at other people, that's fine. We still have to be ourselves. In that way, a lot of people will be like, hey, because I'm grumpy and don't like other people, they might attract beings to channel or energies to channel that end up also being grumpy or don't like humans. Or, we see a lot of reptilian channelers who channel the type 2 more central to malevolent beings, like draconians or fractions of the draconian empires. They channel beings that they don't care or like humans at all. And those channelers are usually people who have in their own energy frustrations with other humans. So it's very easy to do what you need to do with, choosing to be type 1 or type 2, benevolent, malevolent, whatever. You'll always still be able to channel because that's a natural energy. It doesn't mean you have to be an angel or perfect or good to channel. It just means you're going to end up channeling more of that type of energy. And second, if you want to channel those consciousnesses that are highly benevolent, that are helpful, that are neutral in the way that they see things, they can see everything that's happening on Earth and say, you know what, this is good, this is bad, blah, 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 and explain why that it's not good or bad, why it's just energy. Those are usually the most benevolent or the type 1 beings. So ask yourself this: what do I want to channel? Who do I want to channel? Sometimes that's not important. Sometimes that question gets in the way. If you're a very mental person, this is going to be a problem for you because you're going to end up saying, well, I only want to channel Pleaidians. I love Pleaidians. I feel resonating with Pleaidian energy. And then you get that stuck in your mind, and all of a sudden there are Syrian beings and Turian beings and every other kind of beings that are in your soul alignment that have connected with your own consciousness, and that all of a sudden, boom, you can't connect to because you have tunnel vision with just this one energy. This is why Treb and Aridif have always said too, expectations are hugely important. With expectations, you'll limit yourself to the amount of manifestations because you're throwing dice in a probability game. And when you try to manifest, it's not clean, black and white, think good thoughts, have good experiences. It's we're in duality, probability of our beliefs, the investment of energy that we have in our beliefs compared to the amount of energy that we're putting into it, how much resistance we have mentally, emotionally. All these things are a big mathematical equation. And when we have expectations, we're taking out huge amounts of the probabilities. Come on in. Oh. We have a special guest,
We
guys.
have the best channeler. Even better than Rob.
Better.
I was lying earlier, guys. This is the best channeler.
Oh,
Right here.
The best channeler ever. Hi. Hi. Can you say hi? Hello.
Smile for the camera.
Hi. Yeah.
Oh, you got your finger.
She just, oh, that light is bright, isn't it?
Is there other finger?
Yeah, she got, hi. Hello.
Say hi. Hi.
Hi, my sweetest baby.
She's like, you guys don't usually let me in here.
Lilith, aka the burglar, that's her nickname.
Against the stripes.
She wanted to say hi. Hi. Yeah, she's got the stripes for the burglar.
I thought it'd be funny to put her in.
Hello, my sweet girl. Hi. I think she's going to be a hand doctor because she's obsessed with hands.
She does. She loves hands.
Hi. This is very nice to see you. Good morning.
She had a nice nap.
Daddy loves you, baby. All right, Mama. You may take thy burglar. We figured you guys needed a little bit of burglar in your life. So, love you, girls.
She's the heart thief.
Can you shut the door for me, Mama?
Yep.
Thank you. Love you guys. So that is the burglar, guys. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Heather. I'm going to give that a high five and a show. Oh, that too. She looks beautiful and healthy. She is. She's doing really good, guys. What a smart soul to pick, y'all. I couldn't. All right. That's just me being extremely biased. But thank you, guys. We figured that you guys would want to see the baby.